Sound in my clinic. I think, I'm not sponsored. I just love this stuff because I can see more and I can do more. Set up equipment and workflow. This is my clinic. We've got a operating table. We've got obviously a sink. We've got our sharps. We've got a table that I'm familiar with. We put the patients on if they're not lying down flat. Storage and a great view. That's the view out of my clinic and out of my operating room.
I wouldn't look at the screen at all. I'd be looking out.
And when you see the dolphins hunting between the jetties, that's exactly where everybody is. They're nose flat on the pane. They forget about the ultrasound. What would I say to you? Buy the best machine you can afford and then learn how to drive it. You need to be set up and organised. And this is just our table. We've got sterile jelly, we've got normal gel, we've got swabs, we've got needles. That's a punject needle on the top left, just here. And that was designed by an Australian. It's got little wedges in it, so it reflects back so you can see it very, very easily. And your local and your dressings. It's all about the probe. And these are the two probes that I use. The importance of ultrasound. It's a diagnostic tool. It's like the wrist arthroscope. That thing has become a diagnostic tool. This thing has crept into my life, and whenever you look at something and you think, what is that? You put the ultrasound on it and the whole new world opens up. It's part of my physical examination now. It's very good for outcome evaluation, and it's very, very good for blocks and local injections. And I make new discoveries all the time when I set the frequency right and the depth. Now look, this is a glomus tumour. They're very easy to pick underneath the nail. That just gives you an idea about the resolution you get. This one's an easy one because it's extruded out from underneath the nail. But they pop up very easily under the nail. They're better than an MRI, and you can put the colour Doppler on it to see if there's any blood flow and they light up. Who does an Allen's test anymore? Because, sometimes it's a little bit vague. Just put the ultrasound on it. You see all sorts of weird things, small ulnar arteries, absent ulnar arteries that are thrombosed, and you get a very good view. So over here you can see the radial artery and the veins that we've all been shown before, and over there's the ulnar artery. And we saw this radial artery with the Mickey Mouse veins. It's quite good when it lights up. Look, these are the things, I'm not going to show you how to do an ultrasound examination, but look, this is FDS instability. The FDS tendon dislocating 180 degrees around the FDP tendon. I never would have known that until I put an ultrasound on it, okay? Nerve blocks. These are a lot of fun. The most important thing is to keep the needle at right angles to the probe. Most important thing is to know exactly where the needle is. And you can see we're going underneath the nerve. And what fascinates me about this is the internal topographical anatomy, the way the fascicles move, the way the nerve bounces. It's exactly, you learn to understand the characteristics and flavour of nerves. And then you go above it, and make sure you're injecting the right stuff. We've got a little table on the side of the cart that says, milligrams per kilogram and how much we should put in so we don't hurt somebody. But you can see the view you get very, very, very quick. On the nerve block, look where the look where the artery is, right next to the tip of the needle. If you've got a good machine, you can park it right up there. You can angle the bevel, you can pull it back, you can go between the artery and the nerve. If you've got a bad machine, don't do that. Okay, above the nerve, again you can see the artery, and you'll see that I've got a really good eye on where that needle is. Watch it, it'll pop up. See there? I know exactly where it is. New discoveries. This is what it's all about, seeing differently. And this is an ECU tendon. Look at it slip backwards and forwards over the ulnar styloid. And if you look carefully, you'll see that it's spreading and it's going like this, whack, and then like this, and whack. And what we found was a completely new pattern. longitudinal separation, loss of concentric integrity of the extensor carpi ulnaris. And you see it in nerves as well. It's a noodle tendon. I can't go into that. That changed. It's very rare. ECU, the biggest problem you have with ECUs is people fix ones that are physiologically normal. Okay? So again, the ultrasound's really good. Check the other side. That's been submitted for publication. So real-time learning, new perceptions, it's like a laugh. If you see something differently and it changes your perception, that's an extraordinary feeling. It's information for diagnosis. Our diagnoses are only as good as our information base, and if we've got more that's real, we get better. Higher patient turnover, this is a big one. In my clinic, we're really busy, and I'm sure you are too. If you see somebody, you send them off for an ultrasound, you bring them back, it's double handling, it slows you down. It actually is very good that way. And you know what to look for. As Sudhir said, the quality of the sonographers here were just phenomenal. I mean, the radiologists, but a lot of them aren't. They're rare bears, these guys, they're amazing. Facts to consider before I bought an ultrasound is it costs money. And we don't have the same purchase of the lever that the radiologists have. They buy 50 at a time, they get a contract. We get killed and we don't get the same. It is not a cost-effective deal in my country. And then there's the other costs, the space, it's sitting in a room. It's the gear and the equipment, it's the maintenance and the depreciation, because the things you can throw them out within 2 years, nobody wants them. There's a learning curve, and that takes time. And it's so much fun because you're learning something different. As we're seeing contact with an expert radiologist, these guys are buddies. They spend time together. They talk together. They grow together and they learn together. And that's exactly what you need. It's a surgeon's sixth sense. Ultrasound, we did the stats on before I came here. 1 in every 7 patients that comes to my clinic now, I'm ultrasounding because I'm looking for things. It's quicker. And this is my research assistant's view on this. I don't really get this. The stars is the information that we need to get the diagnosis. And when we start playing around with things, that's where we are. When we whack an ultrasound on it, we're zooming in real fast. He likes that. It's not bad. That's a view from my office window. Thank you.